Hello, my name is Maria Demosthenos. I am from Cyprus and I'm part of the team of MuSTell project. Today, I'm going to share with you a story from Russia. The name of it is A Tale of the Turnip. Are you ready? Let's see what happened. Once upon a time, there was an old man who planted a turnip. Every day, this old man used to take care of this plant. He was watering every day the plant and do all the things it needed to grow the turnip. But every day he used to visit this turnip plant, he used to say, "Grow, grow, turnip, grow and be delicious. Grow, grow, turnip, grow big and strong." Can you repeat with me? What did the old man say? Are you ready? Grow, grow, turnip, grow and be delicious. Grow, grow, turnip, grow big and strong. Well done. Can you repeat it one more time with the old man's voice? What is your old man's voice? Maybe it's here on your chest. Can you find? You can tap your hand here and feel your voice here. Are you ready? Let's go. Grow, grow, turnip. Grow and be delicious. Grow, grow, turnip. Grow big and strong. Well done, everyone. So the turnip eventually did grow up. It became delicious, big, and strong. So the grandfather goes, grabs the leaves of the turnip, and he tries to pull. 1, 2, 3, pull. What did the grandfather do? He grabs the leaves of the turnip, counts to 3, and he pulls. Can you do it with me? 1, 2, 3, pull. But then he found out that he couldn't take out the turnip from the soil. So he said, "I'm going to pull stronger." Can you pull stronger with him? 1, 2, 3, pull. Nothing's done. The turnip is still in the soil. So then he thought, okay, I'm going to pull stronger and longer. Are you ready to do it with me? 1, 2, 3, pull. So he walks by the grandmother and he goes to her with his low old man's voice. "Grandmother, grandmother, can you help with the turnip?" What did the old man say? Can you repeat after me? Find your grandfather's voice. Okay, yeah, here it is. Are you ready to repeat it with me? "Grandmother, grandmother, can you help with the turnip?" Maybe we can clap our hands while saying it one more time. Are you ready? "Grandmother, grandmother, can you help with the turnip?" And the grandmother, of course, she was willing to help her husband. So she followed the grandfather in the back garden. So the grandfather grabs the turnip from its leaves, and the grandmother grabs the grandfather from his waist. And they all come together so they can pull at the same time. Can you count with me? They count to 3 and then they pull. 1 and 2 and 3 and pull. No. Can you pull stronger? Are you ready? That's what they did. 1 and 2 and 3 and pull. No. Okay. Can you make it now stronger and longer so you pull for a longer time? Okay, let's see if the grandmother and grandfather made it. Are you ready to pull with them? So the grandfather grabs the plant from the leaves, and the grandmother is standing behind. And they go 1 and 2 and 3 and pull. No, not again. Both of them were not able to take the turnip out of the soil. So they didn't know what to do. And then the grandmother comes up with an idea. And she says to the grandfather, "I think I need to call our granddaughter to help us to take out this turnip." So she walks back home and she finds her granddaughter, says, Granddaughter, granddaughter, can you help with the turnip? What did the grandmother say to the granddaughter? Can you repeat with me? Granddaughter, granddaughter, can you help with the turnip? Can you clap and repeat one more time? Granddaughter, granddaughter, come and help with the turnip. And of course, the lovely granddaughter, she accepted and she followed the grandmother in the backyard. And when all three of them were in the back garden where the turnip was, they try one more time all together to take out the turnip. So who stands first and grabs the plant from the leaves? The grandfather. And behind him, the grandmother. And behind the grandmother was standing now the granddaughter. Are you ready to pull? Are you ready? 1 and 2 and 3 and pull. Nothing. And then the grandfather says, I think we need to pull with longer. We need to put longer time so we can take out the turnip. So they go together. 1 and 2 and 3 and pull. And nothing. And then the grandfather says, maybe we put that long, but we put also with more strength. So they go all together one more time. And they go 1 and 2 and 3 and pull. But then again, the turnip was still in the soil. 3 of them didn't manage to take out the turnip from the soil. So the young granddaughter says, I have an idea. I'm gonna call my puppy. So she walks back in the house and she finds her dog. And then she goes to him. Little dog, can you help with the turnip? What did the granddaughter say to her little puppy? Can you repeat with me? Little dog, can you help with the turnip? And the dog goes, woof, woof. And she follows the little girl in the back garden. So, in the back garden, first stands the grandfather. He holds the turnip from the leaves. Then behind him is the grandmother. Behind the grandmother is the granddaughter. And behind the granddaughter is the little dog. So all together, they're trying to pull the turnip. And they go 1, 2, 3, pull. The turnip doesn't come out. So the grandfather says to all of them, we have to pull stronger. So they all go together. Are you ready to go with them? 1, 2, 3, pull. And then the turnip still is in the soil. So the grandfather goes, I know, we have to pull stronger and longer. So he goes, 1, 2, 3, pull. But no, the turnip still is in the soil. So the puppy runs back in the house to find the little cat. So when the dog ran back in the house and he met the cat, he goes to her. Little cat, can you help with the turnip? What did the dog say to the cat? Can you sing with me? Little cat, can you help with the turnip? Well done. And you know what the cat did? Meow, meow. She started walking behind the dog to go back to the back garden where the turnip was. So when they went there, the grandfather was holding the leaves of the turnip. Then behind the grandfather was the grand. Behind the grandmother was standing the granddaughter. Behind the granddaughter, it was the dog. Behind the dog was standing the cat. So all together, counting to 3, they tried to pull. Can you do it with me? 1, 2, 3, pull. Nothing. The turnip was still in the soil. So the grandfather said, I think we need to pull stronger. So they all put a lot of strength and they go 1, 2, 3, pull. Not again. The thing is in the soil. Then the grandfather says, we have to pull stronger and longer. Well done. Are you ready to pull stronger and longer? 1, 2, 3, pull. But no, they put so much strength and they pulled for so long, but still the turnip was so huge that it was still in the soil. At that point, something happened. A mouse was passing by. So the cat turns to the mouse and says, do you know what she said? Can you guess? She says, little mouse, can you help with the turnip? What did the cat say to the mouse? Little mouse, can you help with the turnip? So the mouse ran behind the cat. He was willing to help with the turnip. So the mouse stands behind the cat. The cat stands behind the dog. The dog stands behind the granddaughter. The granddaughter stands behind the grandmother. And the grandmother stands behind the grandfather, who holds tight the leaves of the turnip. So they all count to 3 and they pull. Are you ready to help? Are you ready to do it with them? 1, 2, 3, pull. But nothing happened. Then the grandfather says to them, you have to pull stronger. So they go 1, 2, 3, pull. And then the turnip still was in the soil. And then the grandfather goes, remember, you have to pull stronger and longer. So they go all together. 1, 2, 3, pull. And here comes the turnip. The turnip popped out of the soil. Can we do it one more time? Stronger and longer. 1, 2, 3, pull and pop. Here comes the turnip. And now they're all happy that they managed to get the turnip out of the soil, and they're thinking how they're gonna eat the turnip. I think they're all thinking of this great turnip soup. After they sit down in the back garden and the rest of it, all of them, they had to chop the turnip. So they put it in the pot, stir it, and wait for it until it becomes a soup when it's boiled. Would you like to help them to do the chopping and the stirring? Okay, are you ready? Put your hand like this. We go chop, 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 chop. Put it in the pot. Are you ready? One more time. Chop, 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 chop. Put it in the pot. Chop, 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 and put it in the pot. Well done. Now we put all the turnip in the pot. It's time to stir the pot. Ready? Grab your big spoons and get ready to stir the pot. Stir the pot and stir the pot. Stir the pot and stir the pot. Stir the pot. Stir the pot. Stir the pot and stir in the pot. Well done, everybody. Now we have to wait a little bit until the turnip is boiled in the water and it becomes a soup. Can you wait with me? Let's rest a bit. I'm going to count 4 times to 4, and then we rest. We remain in silence until the soup is ready. 1. Great! I think the soup is ready to be eaten. Are you ready to eat the soup? Grab your spoons and let's eat the soup. Mmm, delicious. Well done. So the grandfather, the grandmother, the granddaughter, the dog, the little kitten, and the little mouse, they all enjoyed their soup after being so tired of trying to take out this huge turnip from the soil. And those that they heard this story are really lucky kids.